Okay. All right. Well, thank you for helping me with my project.
You're very welcome.
So the class wants to know, so tell us your name.
My name is Ludmila, and I'm from Russia.
Okay, what part of Russia are you from?
It's a central Russia. I was born near the town named Tambov.
What is it called? Say it again.
Tambov.
How do you spell that?
Tambov.
Okay. Just because I want to look it up later.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions about Russia so my class can learn about Russian culture. Tell me what religion you celebrate in Russia.
It's Orthodox.
Russian Orthodox.
Right.
Do you celebrate it here?
Yes, we do celebrate it here.
And what kind of holidays do you celebrate?
Mostly it's a New Year because the New Year is the main holiday in Russia. But other than that is a Women's Day. It's International Women's Day, which celebrate on the March the 8th. And when normally all the men giving presents to women. Most of them are flowers and little presents. And there are another big holidays for the men. We have that in Russia. It's they call the Army Day or something. It's celebrate on the February 23rd, and it's mostly for all the men. It's because all the men have to go to the army. It's a tradition, Russian tradition. After high school or after the college, the boys go to the army for 1 or 2 years, and this is how they give something to their country. Like they have to give something to the country. That's what they do, and that's how people appreciate that. Give them a little present and make it like a.
It's a little bit like our Mother's Day and Father's Day, but
Right.
you don't have to be a mother or a father.
Right.
When you were in Russia, how long have you been in America?
12 years.
Okay, so when you were there, did you go to church a lot? Do Russian people go to church a lot, or do they celebrate at home?
When I was young, we weren't allowed even to think there is such a thing as religion. There wasn't anything in school or in a college or anything. After the 1917, it was the revolution in Russia when the Lenin and the party came. It was called socialism, and they were building communism, and they didn't believe in God, or they think its religion is autoptic or how you call it. So it's something is not existed, and lots of churches were turned down, and but the old people, they had the tradition, they had the belief, and they have the pictures of the saints. They were hiding because you weren't allowed to do that. And if you wanted to be somewhere at work, if you wanted to grow up and be something bigger, you have to be in a like they call it partia, like communist. You have to have like a passport, but it said you're a communist and you believe in that. It's like a party here, but it's called different there.
Okay.
So we weren't allowed. They didn't teach anything in school. They say everything is. They don't exist anything. But after 1991, which called perestroika, the things are changed backwards. The people started to rebuild churches. They started to rebuild religion, and people were allowed to celebrate it. Right now, there is a lot of churches building up everywhere. The people are going there, and like on a holidays or every Sunday, but churches are different there than here. It's not like this. It's they go through the Orthodox religion and they stay very close. It's not like how to say it. It's original. It's how it was original a long time ago, and they continue these traditions.
It's not evolving. It's not changing.
No. Like for Easter, for example, right? It's a 40-day fast. You have to. I mean, the people do that. So we're not allowed to eat meat. You're not allowed to eat dairy. You're not allowed to eat eggs. basically when you eating vegetables and cook, you eat oil 2 times in these 40 days and fish for 2 big holidays. That's all basically you can do, and for these 4 days. And the people are like really close to it, and the church is very close to it. So those are every 40 days, every day is a and in the church, how you call it, when you go every day on Sunday, you go for
What, for a mass? Or?
yeah, for
Okay.
a mass. So it's a mass there every single day. Is in these 40 days you can come for the mass, and it's every time it's a different clothes change. For different things, different prayers. It's like
Okay.
very old fashioned. Like
That's what I was
like,
just going to say. I think that's what you were trying to say was
Right.
that it's old fashioned and,
Right.
and like how here like things are evolving and there's all these different
Right.
religions and people sing and dance in church and all that kind of
Right,
stuff. You're
right,
saying
right.
it's very like old fashioned and just buy the book and it doesn't change.
Right.
That's kind of how it is. Okay, so tell me about families in Russia. How families are with each other.
The family is a very, very close thing there. It's something very important to people. To begin with, if you're living not in the big cities, if you live in the suburbs, it's a house people attach. So the like grandfather built a house, and it's go generation to generation to give it to your grandfather, then your father, then your son, and it's the built the way it's strong. So it feels like you have home. Right here, you don't attach to the house. You stay here, it's convenient to you, then you move another one. It's more convenient. There is
You stay in the same
attached to the
house.
things. That's why you attach to your parents, grandparents, when the people most of the time live together with their grandparents, even though if they don't, but they still attach to each other. When the grandparents help raise grandchildren, and so then when the parents get older, the children taking care of older people.
And they all live together.
Yeah,
it
and
just
you
keeps
probably
evolving.
see it here too, because a lot of Russians or even European people like Poland, Polish people, and like things like this. They
A lot of
are
Asian
like,
people do
like-
too.
Right, they are live together, which is like acceptable for that, and that's how they used to live there. But the people here, they don't really understand these traditions, and
No.
they think differently about that. So
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what happens when people are sick in Russia and they have an illness and they have to go to the hospital or they have to get treatment. What that's like.
it's pretty much the same as here in the concern. If something happened to you in the house, you call 911 here. There you call 03. It's a special number, 01, 02, 03, 04 for like gas leaking, for like fire department 01. For the emergency, it's 03. You call it, dial it in your number, and the machine comes to you, like emergency ambulance will come, and they take you to the hospital. And when the treatments begin, and that's pretty much about the same.